ZywOo, there's something about him and these damn doors.
Bro is kind of new player for us, but I think he adapted to our playstyle and he's doing great.
They have like the same mindset and the same chemistry within the team. They've been doing really good in the Paris Major and a lot of tournaments. Yeah, it could be a really good game against them.
They're top 1 team in the world. We never beat them. Hopefully this time it will be different.
There.
Yeah.
Our first quarterfinal here at ESL Pro League Season 18 as we enter our final
What the
4
fuck
days
is
of
that?
play in Malta, and maybe even, in fact, definitely the final 4 days of Counter-Strike Global Offensive on land. So enjoy it while you've got it. It's Vitality Monty going ahead on Anubis to start. We've got a red-hot Monty
Start
who
of
have been
EPL
grinding their way through
quarterfinals,
the last group
day
and the
2.
playoffs
We
versus
got the first
Vitality
map,
3 weeks
Vitality
later
Monty.
after they stormed their group and coming
I
in
think second map
reignited
is
to
Eternal
take a final
Fire
trophy in
versus
Global Offensive. Joining me
somebody.
is Maniac and Just Harry
Versus
as we get into what
Eternal Fire
presumably
versus
will be a
Navi.
banger Mania.
Yes,
That'll be the 1
absolutely.
PM
You have
match
Vitality was going to have
after
to
this,
kickstart the
seems
engine
very
real fast.
exciting.
Multi played 86 maps in the last 3 months. That's their formula. They've come in red hot off a victory as well here. So for Vitality, it's about starting the game immediately. Not 5 round, not 6 round, not 7, just immediately.
Well, might be about to happen down here towards dark. It looks like Spinks or ZywOo is a good candidate to be this first point of contact. It will be Spinks to open up. Krasnal dead. And Monty open this one up in a 4v5.
So rather slow for Glocks.
And just
A default heavy map, but Monty making no early plays, waiting for the kills to come to them, and they may. Flamesy is still taking this fight down dark. There's 2 players in position. He's scared of the split, but it's coming in too late. Bro barely moving as he lobs over nades, and a nice shot from Demka as Monty try and recover this 3-on-5.
And it opens up an avenue as well. The bomb is on Demka, so Magist could have put this round in full disarray, but now it's a 3 versus 3 with the CT's whole map to cover, only 3 bodies to do so.
I am taking Vitality. I don't think it's even to be questioned, but there was a valid thing. Vitality has played. Monty has played one more game than Vitality has entirely with this roster. Monty has done that in 1 month of gaming, of just playing CS. So, especially to the end of CS2 or CSGO, they've been grinding for their position. So these tournament winnings, like these statistics, they're not surprising. It's very much more of a showcase of like the momentum that they've been carrying heading into this.
For Sundar Young there as he gets off that plot. ZywOo makes 1 step running, which is a very reasonable step to make, knowing he can stop that bomb plant from ever going down. And Sundar Young gets right off, turns around, and ends him. That should not be Monty's pistol, not with how it started in a 3v5, and not how it ended with a flank and full info for Vitality.
Yeah, definitely. That's a misplay from ZywOo. There's no way around it. You could have taken your time. You could have gone in slow. For some reason, he maybe played it a little too fast and missed the shots. But you're right. It was a 5 versus 3, and Spinks got a little overexcited. Spinks, Flamesy rather got dinked as well, so he had to play a bit more defensive towards Kate, and that opened up the rest of the map for Monty. So great for them to fight back into this round. And a shaky start from Vitality, that's the least we can say.
Yeah, not great. It's a bit of a ring rust, perhaps, coming off the back of Group A. We have Monty go for very standard exec into the A site. Very little resistance from Vitality. That's a nice shot. It just takes 2 kills in the round, more than you can ask from that position, considering he scrambled back into A, and that's what Vitality will have to do. No bomb plant coming in. Monty looking for fight, and Vitality giving them some. Apex is getting closer. He tries to peel out. He couldn't make up his mind, and Demka lines up 3 kills in an instant. It's all on Flamesy.
This round was starting to get scary. Demka just kind of bailed Monty out with no problems. Right before it was about to be a huge issue for the Monty squad, right? They had low HP on both Bro and Waro, tagged down to 1 shot range with the Deagle. And Demka swings out from behind the fountain.
Krasno, because yesterday we saw a really nice performance out of Bro throughout his entire fight.
Very easy all of a sudden.
It's a similar structure to the
What team was it? Complexity? Map 2, obviously, like common normally map, but map 3 and 1 were very much a good showcasing from top to bottom of just what Monty can do. And I don't think Demka really got the ability to pop off. Statistics-wise, he still was doing really good performance-wise. Just didn't have really high stats throughout that series, but it was more Krasno that was expecting more from. Demka, I'm kind of I'm expecting it from him, but Krasno, it's like I want to see what more he kind of brings to the table, to the arsenal. You know,
4v3,
when you have players like
man
Laurel
advantage here
and
for Vitality,
SDY,
but it might be another
it's
one
almost
that gets
like
away from
juxtaposition
them.
and
It's
how
now equalized out into
confident,
the
but also
3-on-3 with
like
Spinks trapped down in dark.
consistent.
His teammates have
They are able
rotated
to
in.
be for
Vitality
you.
at
They're
least have all
consistent
3
anchors
players
for this
here.
team. And that's why I'm so excited, and that's why I like the way that they play, because they have these pieces that can kind of just become
be able to stop
move-arounds for them.
They're still waiting for this swing out of dark. They're going to spam flames out in the sight. A dink down range off of the Mac 10 means that Spinks will get out with one, and Magisk still has a lot of work to do here, and he can't find Demka out in the open. So Monty convert that one as well. In every one of these rounds, they've been at a man disadvantage at some point, and they've been able to pull them back.
And this situation here was a little different, of course. Nothing or almost nothing invested from Vitality, a few deagles here and there, so you would argue the financial damages they've put onto Monty is in itself sort of a victory, but still you have to commend how Monty are able to handle these situations and not overreact, not panic, not lose sight of what they have to do to kind of calm the situation down.
Yeah, in all of these rounds,
look at this default: one carpet, one lower, 2 mid, outside, B main, 1.
You know, they just stand still. They let Vitality.
Just simple spreads, cave smoke,
you know, the best team in the world right now.
Back main smoke, back A main smoke, so that they're just they have all this A main control already.
Now that guns come through for Vitality,
but they're already doubling up.
Eyes on middle.
And I'm assuming they're going to put Magisk up close so that he can be up on pillar or either close right. Flash gets Waro.
Is in fact perfect. Waro is out the picture, out the window. SDY with 8 HP as well.
Now you got Demka on the up.
SDY have the repeat another pop flash. Could that work twice in a row?
Needs to shoot immediately, but again he doesn't. Did he even fire there? I didn't hear it. He might have, but I didn't hear Waro fire either. Maybe just missed shots at best case for Monty. Full blind, lovely setup for Vitality. They knew where that AWP was, and they put it down twice, leaving Monty desperately walking out mid, trying to take a site.
Apex gets the spot. ZywOo on this angle, and the AWP rings out with another. 5v2 now for Vitality, and Monty trapped in middle, nowhere to go with 20 seconds left.
Save is big here because we talk about the damage that Vitality did do on that previous round. 2 kills in the second round, 3 kills in the third round, and so Monty don't actually have the money. They have to give it up. They need these guns, and even then it will only be 3 rifles in the next round.
Yeah, excellent activation from Magisk on account of Apex's flash, right? And I think this is one of the hardest conundrum to solve on the CD side of Anubis. It's not necessarily a map where you can be aggressive off the bat. We know a few teams do it. We have some deep into water dive immediately with a couple flashes here and there, but it's kind of hard. It can be tenuous to do. So what Apex and Majors do here basically is play on timing. Play off of timing, thinking at this very moment, this is where Monty have probably a few players committed to this area. They clean it up twice, and twice it worked, and that's the AWP on top of that who falls. So it's a great way to get activated as well, get into the rhythm of the game, right? You feel like you've nailed the timing, you feel like you've nailed the read on what was happening. A couple more of these rounds, and I believe Vitality will show us a different face than the complicated, dubious one we saw in the first 2 rounds.
The first 2 rounds where they made a mistake and then they had to play eco.
ZywOo's got himself a really good spawn here on the AWP. I wonder what sort of opening move he wants to try.
What would you do?
I mean, you know, what I would do is not what ZywOo would do. I could tell you.
Think big.
I could tell you that. He's taking the AWP over towards A. That's nice. It's a good spot to peek with the AW. He's just going to get posted on a line. Doesn't matter because Monty are over at B anyway. So ZywOo's going to be left a long way away from the action. Monty have got up their sleeve a B exec here through the smoke. Flames. Oh, he's really blind. Flames is screwed. Dead at the back of the site. And only one from Apex. Magis tries to fill the void.
Wow,
Gets out with two.
To bring it back into a 2-on-2 situation, and ZywOo's not anywhere close.
ZywOo embarking on that rotate will be needed after all. AWP set up over at the spawn, and Monty given a couple of seconds of reprieve to get set up in this 2v2. Splash.
They know that the palisade due to ZywOo.
Making a play through dark. Ooh, ZywOo quick with it, and Spinks. Not even the guy to drop out the last man. It was ZywOo again, yeah.
I don't think Spinks realizes he made it hard for ZywOo. Just by virtue of showing your little knee, your little elbow over there as well. He was side sweeping, and then that really caught the attention of Monty right there in that 2 versus 2. They knew Spinks was alive. They knew there was a very big chance he was in that cave positions. That's why you see that smoke being immediately put down in 2 versus 2. They were very much waiting for it.
My dog, I'm sorry.
And it's ZywOo who's redeeming himself after what was a hurtful pistol round to witness. I did let go of a tear in the pistol round. I didn't.
Do you want a napkin?
No, I don't need. It's okay. Let's move on.
You're over it.
I'm over it.
He's won the gun round.
We're gonna be fine.
Monty are back down to nothing. Ooh, Apex, he loves this move, doing it anti-eco. This could be very dangerous, but he's got cover from afar, goes wide for the fight, and Vitality scared Monty off for now. Just some pistols trying to take ranged fights. Vitality will meet them there.
ZywOo could be in a precarious position here. He's got 4 pistols coming his way, although Spinks could potentially take a little fat tax over there. Magis will peek down middle. This should be a guaranteed kill. A whole lot of HP, 1 HP actually, and Spinks does fall being a little too curious and offensive. Let's make this clean.
Yeah,
let's make this clean.
You know, this is okay. Like, they've done enough damage where they shouldn't be worried about like losing the round. But yeah, you're dead on. You just don't want to make this more expensive than it has to be, right? Like, you've nearly killed everyone. You just got to finish the job here if you're Vitality. Flames. Come on, lad, let's do it. Just get the eco kills, lay it all to rest. Oh God, he's dead immediately. Oh God, bro's been fed a bunch of kills down in dark. The Deagle delivers, and Monty are onto a winner. The bomb plant denied by Apex. It's planted wide for dark. ZywOo picks up a fight over in the spawn, but Demka with the backstab brings this one down to a 2v1. ZywOo's moving in. He knows that bomb's getting planted, and now he's just got Demka left to beat onto the AK, but ZywOo does it with the USP. 3 in the round out of ZywOo. And he'll have his revenge from the pistol in round number 6.
Yeah, this should have been the case, okay? This should never have gotten to that point. It should have never been a clutch like this. Okay, great. ZywOo pulls that one out of the pocket, and that's beautiful with the USP. It's basically the only way you can win that clutch. But do Vitality have to inflict that to themselves?
Yeah, the swings, you know, you're justifying it with, we're swinging together, we're trading to kill, but bro just nails back-to-back bangers. I love how ZywOo goes wide there. That's so risky. You feel like he can just trap him with the orb, but he repositions very well. The Demka's not ready for him on the pillar side. Thinks he'll play safe with the bomb, with the time. That's a thinking man's clutch for
That's
ZywOo.
a huge alert as well for Vitality. This gives you no guarantee at all. ZywOo had to dig you out of this weird situation, which should have been a clean round just to make a whole lot of money on the back, and it's not the case. So Monty are keeping Vitality on their toes. Bro tested here on the offense. He's been great with the Deagle last run, and he's got the back from SDY. That Spinks on the ground, and 2 for 1. Good trade for Monty. ZywOo on the B side.
ZywOo's got to step up big here, and as he walks into the orb, he's dead. Tag out from Moro is finished off by Kraz now, and that's a done deal. There's nothing that Magis can be expected to do here. 1v4, he's left saving.
Vitality playing
There's no money.
extremely active at the start of rounds. In the first 20 seconds of rounds, they're swinging window here, they're fighting dark, they're going for a lot of plays. Monty are just defaulting, and it's working perfectly.
really
They're hitting some
excited
very
to play
nice
today.
shots as
I
well,
don't
but
really
that's what
wanna
we can
play
expect from Monty. We
MM
know this team
Premiere.
is extremely
I really want to do
sharp.
just like workshop maps
So
and
Vitality
what's it called?
biting off more than they can
Community
chew,
maps,
perhaps.
but I want
I
to
just
focus
talked
on
about
just
it
kind of
in
theory
the pre-game
crafting,
interview, and
getting
we
better
talked
ideas
about
for
Caps,
some
but
set
he was
smokes, so that
very
I'm not
lucid
going
about
into
the
these
situation,
games
saying,
just
you know what,
playing
they hit really
raw.
hard, they can be annoying and abrasive to
I
play
don't really
against,
know raw
but
smokes
if we
for
can
raw
withstand
maps,
the test
so
of the
we're
mechanical
gonna get a
skill, we're going to be
baseline
fine.
and
And
just
it
make sure
looks
that
to me like
my
Vitality
smokes work.
want to prove from round
That
1
I
to
already know,
Monty that
and
they're
then
more
just
skilled and they can beat
figuring
them at
out
their
some
own
new
game.
smokes.
I'm not exactly sure this is the best way to go about it, because you allow very sharp players to come activated the way it happened with Bro with the Deagle, here again on the Aggress. Maybe, just maybe, be a little bit more patient, and I would say brain-based move the same way Magis gets flashed twice with Apex, gets free kills on the A side. But if you swing against them, Monty can shoot hard. They're proving that to us time and time again.
They're super warmed up, man. They've been running through the playoffs already, gauntlet style. They've taken down Fnatic and Complexity in long bouts. They were playing late last night while CS2 was getting released. And in that game, in that final map, Bro was going unbelievably hard on Complexity. He's come in today again and looks really good.
The thing that's so mad about that even is, you know, he was like the guy for Monty who back in groups wasn't actually feeling good about how he was performing, right? He was like kind of the biggest question mark when you look through the list. So having him in good form.
And we're ready to write Monty out as soon as they lose Boris, to be honest, off the back of Paris. So, you know, even though Bro he's not Boris, he's still really good and really young. So huge potential on this team. And right now they're showcasing it against the world's best. Can they keep it up though, or will
Which I'm
Vitality
curious for
themselves
how
in the
any
arse
of these, how any team does the
here?
transition to Source 2 or Counter 2.
They got this seeding for a
Not
reason.
necessarily for the skill, because I think it's going to be relatively easy to transition. Like, there's a baseline of fundamentals that you're not going to be able to take away no matter what, like, no matter the game. It's just about maybe taking about a good month's worth of time to just like get that feel comfortable.
With the silencer,
especially when you're a pro who's been playing this game for 11 years plus, like minimum at most 11 years, at least maybe like 4 or 5.
From Krasnal hits the headshot
you
and
know
opens up another B bomb
baseline,
site,
like
and it's not like these B sites have been under defended either. Vitality, every time they've lost it, it's been at the cost of 3 players.
And dude, this is getting frustrating, I think, if you're Vitality, because, you know, you might look at that one there, if you're watching on at home, and you might think, well, you know, they committed to the idea of waiting. Why were they swinging out in dark? You know, what were they hoping to achieve? But man, we were getting to around about like 35 seconds left as that like peak in dark comes in. You're kind of trying to collect some info if you're Vitality. You've sat around waiting to see what Monty are trying to play, and as you were establishing, right, Matthew, they are just holding that default all across the map. Eventually, Vitality decide, like, well, we have to know where this play is ending up. We need something. And so they try to go for that swing out dark to get the info. Immediately punished, immediately dealt with by Krasnal as he peels back from A. And he went on to just end the whole damn round.
No. Great job from Krasnal. I didn't even notice that he got the 3K from there.
Remember when Vitality had a 5v4 against Deagles and ended up having ZywOo save them, which they built no money whatsoever? One of the reasons why Vitality have to go for that information is because by 30 seconds, they have no utility at all. You are completely out of it, which means your baseline defense against an execute is going to be very weak. You're banking on the fact that you can grab them in transition. You're trying to get a kill, an information, something that will allow you to be a bit more proactive and hedge your bet in that situation, because you cannot accept the late round 5v5 because you have no money. And this is where Counter-Strike is beautiful and cruel. You pay your mistakes cash.
There's not much left in the wallet right now for Vitality. Just this saved gun on ZywOo. He's going to try and put it to use. I think he knows the player trapped and he will find that kill. So there's a gun to gift. But ZywOo is very low and B is under defended. Dark has been no issue, and with just a pistol, Krasnal should make it so. And that might just be the round here. Smokes and mollies down, positions cleared out, and I don't think even ZywOo can stop this bomb from crossing.
this one should be done. This round should belong to Monty. Flames, it's fine throwing him in. He only had a pistol. But the other two will just go back and save, taking the AK out of the round and keeping that M4 on ZywOo. Monty, it's a good reaction. Once they learn the whereabouts of that hero gun, they instantly pick up the pace, and now they even look to hunt down these guns at the end. So not even the save is guaranteed here for Vitality. ZywOo might just be a dead man after all, as he's pinned in back at the camera. Demka hounds him down, and Demka has been relentless in this map. 50 dead man after all.
Oh,
As
15
he's pinned
HP.
in back at the camera.
What happened in these moments? It's been solid. They've always been clear about being passive, patient, or aggressive and really in your face. There's no in between. It's very calculated. When they decide to attack the B side, which is what we have witnessed mostly in this game, the util is simple but efficient. There's not a billion trillion waves. No, it's just a good pop flash, a good Molotov into cave. The trading and the opening on Krasnal was pristine so far. That's a Monty that's ready to play. There is absolutely no doubt about it. They are red hot, and I'm getting worried.
Well, it's not like you have a horse in the race, Matthew. It's not like you have
no
any
problem with that.
incentive.
I see, you can be biased as long as you pay honor to what players are doing on the server. I have no problem with it.
Dude, the thing that's wild though is like with the game that we're getting out of Krasnal in terms of the openers that he's been able to find, and the same with Demka. Like, these are two of the kind of very involved players finding a lot of success for Monty. And so you're getting this vibe that a lot of space is being created. That much has been apparent, especially in some of these dark fights. Another round where the opener is found for Monty. Apex tries to hold on in middle. Best he can do is a 1-for-1. Magisk holds the line, but he can't do much better. And Waro falls in mid as Flames rotates in. Vitality have at least stemmed the bleeding by trading out these mid kills into the 2v2.
And
They doubt it.
yeah, my demos got deleted.
Flames here hadn't crossed in. They still have room, and with that
Which
bomb
I was
making noise,
expecting.
I don't think Vitality
Anyways,
hear
with
the
the
footsteps
update.
through the water. Look how quick this rotate to B is, and they know it's clear. Bomb goes straight down. Set up a Demka in the clutch at long. Bro just needs to find one kill here, and Vitality still don't know.
They don't know. They have no idea.
They can't waste time doing this. Has it set in? I think it might have, but they've got to move right now. There's no sneaking for this retake.
Well, they have two smokes. That's the only thing that's going Vitality's way in this situation, but they have to play fast. Time is literally against them. It's going to be deadly. You smoke the bomb. They actually smoke. Wait, they still have another one. They must smoke the bomb and tap it, and then you have to find two players immediately. Time will be against you.
Tap. It's done.
Oh, Nate's onto the plant, and the spam from Demka denies. Spinks is left trying to save. And
Why the
not even
fuck are you
that is a
wasting both
guarantee as
util?
Demka
If you're
once again hunts down these saving
you
players.
might as well just save it.
Demka is giving this his all right now as he
You
approaches
want to make that as
20
winnable
kills,
for you, but like
carrying Monty
save the
through this
util and
T-side.
take that moving forward.
This
Vitality don't have answers. Vitality looks stuck right now. This is Monty running away with this game. And the resistance hasn't been there. And losing a round like that hurts even more for Vitality, right? You touched upon some of the limitations. The most notable one was that they didn't have a kit. They waste time getting faked out on the A play. But it's even just like the reality as to how you lost that round. The fact that you even thought it was A. You're struggling to read this game. You don't even know where the bomb's going. You feel lost. And so now Apex dead early on again, over in middle. A 4v5 for Vitality. Monty take dark control, and now they look to split this B site. Only Flames and ZywOo, and now it's just one man left. He's overrun. It all falls apart, and it's another clean round for Monty.
Oh my gosh, this is really the difference.
Clean.
When you're just playing together consistently,
They're not having any problem
actively.
to come through that.
It doesn't matter
defense. I
how
think this is
much
starting to be an
you're
issue for
practicing,
Vitality in terms
you're
of balance.
doing
And
boot
this might be
camps,
why we see them being a little bit
practices.
more aggressive.
That
towards the
experience
middle
of
side of the
being
map,
at
because they've
tournaments
already
and
done the
constantly
flash into
playing
aiming.
in a
So
circuit,
arguably,
oh
Monty
my
could be ready
gosh.
for it and have to be
And this is why
finding some of the adjustments to it.
this is the whole
B is not
argument for
working
tier
out
2
for Vitality.
against tier 1
There's
teams.
been no threat
Is this
from the B side
activity,
early on. So
and
middle has to
maybe
be
the
place
skill
to get any sort of advantage.
level
And
is
when they've tried it,
is
Cyber
like a
got punished from the
baseline
boost,
lower.
Apex got found through the smoke, and that's another flash. That's what I was talking about.
On just
this
like
is the air aggress that Vitality have.
I don't know what you would say for the difference difference
maybe with the
between
double,
tier 2
good
and a tier
adjustment.
1
He's going to run away with his life.
skill.
Actually, he decides to stay, and that's a
But
beautiful opportunity. 2 for 2 now.
when it
Yeah,
comes
he knew
to
he couldn't
meeting
escape.
a
He
tier
tried to
2
fight in the
team
corner,
on a
get one
in a
bullet off,
LAN
hit that
environment,
thing, denied,
like
and dead in the sight.
activity is
Apex just comes
energy is so
swinging for
courageous,
information.
and
Doesn't want
Monty
to
has
play his
it all.
position, and Monty catch him in the open. So this is
They have
looking
that
like
hype,
another
that
round on the T
camaraderie,
side.
and
3 on
when things
2.
go
Smoke
bad,
does
you can
miss.
still
That's an
see there's a
opportunity
few
for
players
Flamesy.
down
He kinda
bad,
has to
but
take
like
it.
a
Sure, you can
player
say
like
what you want.
SDY,
You're running out of
somebody
room in
who
this CT
keeps that
side.
level-headedness,
Aggressive.
you know, never too high, never too low,
Left
always
side
focused.
position, lining up util
And, you
perhaps,
know,
looking at the ground, and Flamesy pushed back to
wow.
save. I'm loving the pace we're getting out of Monty Matthew. There is
Very
mentioned
much
the other round
loving
about
just
either
the
being
aggression
nice,
and
slow,
energy.
defaulty patient, or just execing out of spawn, and they keep doing it. Now they're throwing in AXX in full.
And they're not
rounds,
like doing
but
any slow
Vitality have 3
defaults.
players
They're not
there,
giving them a
and they're
chance to
making it look
breathe.
easy.
They're just
You're
like,
completely
let's
right. And
keep
Apex's
putting
role,
our fucking
to
foot
me,
on
is
their
a
necks and
statement
driving
of how
it in.
uncomfortable they feel in this mid
I'm
round.
curious if they
Because
keep with that
from our
momentum, though.
perspective, there's no reason for Apex to take that risk. It's a huge gamble to cross the entire site to try and come to a deep angle into A main. Why? Because they don't feel comfortable with the fog of war. They don't feel comfortable not knowing what the hell is going on. And so Monty are so sharp and ready to punish that aggression. Always a player ready for trade. Magist finds a double, Krasnal is right behind and he uses the flash. He doesn't let him go away. Monty are the one who are in sync with the game right now. And Vitality is trying to fight, trying to catch up. It's like playing Guitar Hero and always missing one key and you're trying to catch up. That's exactly how Vitality is feeling right now.
Dude, the thing that's so mad as well is just that Vitality, across this 6-round streak that Monty have been on, they've tried to save in a lot of these rounds, and Demka's been denying it every single time. That round there, it was Waro to knock out the attempted save. This is awkward for Vitality because they're never really getting super established. It means that a lot of these buy rounds come with like little weird caveats. They're not having that like ability to kind of go for a double buy round, to like have 2 in a row. They're not keeping the money in check to offer up consistent buys here, even when they're losing the rounds quickly. That's normally like at least a bit of a silver lining. It's like, oh, Monty win by just killing 3 players on B. At least you get out with 2 rifles. At least the buys get to keep coming through. Vitality haven't even had that. They've been hunted down mercilessly every time they lose a round. And so it's so punishing right now for Vitality. And they're never being given that kind of that second chance to build back into the game.
I think Monty just love being underrated, right? Look at how well that treated them back at Paris. We're getting the same kind of glory run right now with their first 2 games of the playoffs. When you have single elim, you have no second chances, no third chances for Vitality. They need to wake up right now, even if they have Nuke in their back pocket as their map pick. This is getting dangerous. Monty coming in with another A execute now. We have 2 players on the cross, a third smoked off in heaven, but just turns from the flash, and still they nail the headshot. 2v4, pack it up. This is double digits.
Another example of pure entering from Monty. You have to be real. It's such a well-evolving squad when you have the 2 rifles going in first, and then Waro is just given a little bit of time to clear the most dangerous angles. He swings, he finds flames, and then Latvia's Magisk, who should have been in a powerful position because he had backup to quote-unquote bait for him, and there's no bait at all.
Yeah.
Waro took care of the first danger, so you can wide swing onto the rifle. They can't miss a beat. They're not missing a beat right now.
The trade work has been so good as well. When they walk out middle in some of these rounds, the trades are just instant. They're peeking together. It's one swing after the other. Occasional oversteps, but with where this game is,
Oh,
how can you
no.
blame them for these decisions?
Okay.
Look at what's happening again. Harry, you were on the
We're
money.
back.
You were talking about how Vitality is not saving guns. Do you know why? Because they're never actually really saving. They're halfway
Exit,
through.
yeah.
They're half-assing whatever it is they're doing. And usually you do this when you feel uncomfortable in your game. You're thinking, should I save? But maybe I can just find a kill. I can warm myself up into the game if I'm going to try this angle. If you're really thinking through the whole situation, you're doing a VP. You're jamming for real. Saving, and there's no debate. But because Vitality haven't found their rhythm right now, they're always being found in these entre-deux position. And Monty have been so aggressive. Of course they've been finding them.
That's a great point, because in that position right there, that player going
There's
for an
no need.
exit, you can't do anything to the money. Monty have won almost every round of this game. They've won 7 in a row. You're not breaking their cash with 2 rounds left in the half. Full save or die trying. 10 rounds on a T-side. It's a T-sided map, but this is a Monty-sided game.
Oh, it's brutal. It's
Yeah.
brutal the way
Very
Monty's
much.
playing.
Thank God we have Nuke up next, right? Vitality have a 17-win streak on that map, but even now, I'm worried just with the form we're seeing Monty fight in. Another 5-on-4, Flamesy with 3 kills to his name. What can he do on this monumental behold?
Ooh, a rare miss for more. Apex should have fought or should have died immediately. It's going to be all onto Flames. He's had a complicated times. 18, 8 yards. Time to stand up. Apex is captain right behind, helping him. Hand on the shoulder. Still dancing with the Flames. Can he have another one? Finally, he warms up to the game. The squad is defending, but just as I say it, Demke comes in with the trade. 20 kills. I'm making it.
Oh, Apex.
Apex stands strong.
Apex is making it happen
Just
right
stay
now.
alive.
Holding down the B side, the captain
Just
puts
even
on
if you're in a
show.
post situation,
And
just
now
stay
ZywOo
alive.
and Magisk are
Yeah,
given
now
a little
you
bit more
shift
time
walks
to
with it.
rotate
Oh,
over.
they're coming.
Waro hunts out the AWP, and so now a 2v3 for Monty. Brought back to even odds. Magisk, the only other guy with health, is creeping up through CT right now.
Buddy.
And if he falls and this gets left to Apex on the wraparound, I mean, Waro's even holding.
kit.
Waro's holding for this.
Bye.
They're waiting for this exact move. That's what Vitality were hinging the whole round on. And with that not finding success, with Apex dead on the wraparound, it all falls apart for Vitality. Waro reads it so well. He's ready for ZywOo in dark and the Apex reposition back to long.
What a statement this game is, and again, not to get ahead of myself, it's a BO3, but this
ZywOo's
would
just
be
having a
upset of the
bad game,
playoffs,
man.
Matthew.
Yes.
Forget
Not
9
even a bad
ZVP.
game.
This
He's having
is
a
the
regular
real
game
deal.
for any other person.
And it's 100% deserved
okay.
from Monty currently. The Counter-Strike that we are witnessing right now, there is no discussion. Monty is in a
But
different
if you
league.
want to win,
They're
I think you
handling,
have to scrap
managing
this
this
game.
situation so
I think
much
you
better
look
than
into the
Vitality.
second half to
Maybe
see if
just
you can
finally
try to
just get
forward
the right
momentum
pressure is
and
immediate.
energy into the second game. But
you
look at this,
Flash comes a second
not with
too
an
late,
anomaly,
too
but
early,
like as
more comes through
a
for
showcase
Bro. We talk
of
Demka, Bro's right behind him.
we can never let this
13
happen
and 4,
again.
Swaps off for the
Ever.
orb. Let's Waro have a go.
Problem is that Vitality has a
Nice kill for
showing like
ZywOo.
this every once in a while.
Vitality still spread out.
I'll
split
not
right
forget
now, and
that
Spinks
they
getting
fucking fumbled
aggressive.
the
Could be
bag
punished
and,
by the orb. Bro resets up above.
Lost, I think it was like a same scoreline like this, 11-4
Huge
half
influence for Vitality.
This could go- this
on
could be so
Vertigo to
weird.
Complexity,
But
I'm
they
pretty
have
sure.
to consider it. Once they've cleared all this out, wait, the bomb's coming back. The bomb is coming back.
Who's gonna find who? Oh, that's the bomb.
Good check.
Oh, I got real uncomfortable for a second.
There's time to win
The
this.
thing I thought Bro was about to walk back to B and completely go around Spinks. So this has actually worked out quite nicely for Vitality. They're in with a chance
pretty
to find
sure.
4 at the end of the half if they can just get past Sumdai Young, and they will manage that. But 4 is all they get. Monty pick up 11 on their T side.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this. Yeah. They went 11 rounds without losing. Wait, was it? Or did they end up... What the fuck? Which team was it? Was it Apex? No. Oh my god. I'm really curious to remember what map it was. I think it was either Cologne. Was it this series? Now I'm having the second thoughts if it was even them. Bro, I can't be this retarded. See, was it this smell? No.
Making magic when they need it most.
Maybe it wasn't vitality. Maybe it was just complexity.
Monty, more vitality in the first half of Anubis. 11-4, a game that's not even competitive right now. Monty swinging for the fences, and it's Demka leading the way. 20 kills deep, only six deaths in that first half for him.
Nah,
5
I
deaths
remember.
for Bro,
I
coming in
literally
second
can't
on the
find the
board
match.
with 13
Damn.
kills. But everyone on Monty is having a field day right
But
now.
I feel like
The
it was vitality.
There's not really been anyone to sing the praises of so far. Magisk is maybe the one man showing some signs of life here. And we did have that one clutch from ZywOo, but I know that's a touchy subject. For
Still not over it. I've never been unhappy about a clutch like that.
I know.
I actually was
and it's
unhappy.
from your guy as well,
exactly.
man.
So
Oh.
you can imagine how annoyed I was about this whole situation. And ZywOo keeps having a complicated game. Immediately put down that's Bro with the USP.
Ooh. Vitality run a similar pistol to the one Monty did on T side, except
Ooh, the
a
dot
little more
crosshair.
lent towards B with that bomb. They're looking for a pick on A.
Second dot
Exactly.
crosshair.
They're gonna send Magisk probably off a flash of Apex, or do they forego the flash and die immediately? That's also one way you can do it. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be a
Are
little
they
bit
all
harder.
just on dots?
They find out the hard way.
I don't
Monty,
believe so.
5-on-3.
I don't believe more than, like,
this map, and they're looking to do the inverse
more
right
than a
now.
quarter of
It's
them are on
pressure, but
dots.
the Julies down in dark do death the way of Vitality. Pack it up. It's 12 rounds on Anubis.
Can this Monty team be stopped on Anubis? It doesn't feel like it.
It's very scary.
And you
right
know how
now, isn't
biased
it?
I can be, but even I struggle to actually solve that equation. I think they look way too strong, way too sharp for a Vitality that's still a little bit sleepy, and sending us back to the debate. You've just been playing, you're warmed up, you're on fire already, and Vitality maybe dabbling around CS2, taking holidays here and there. Now we haven't seen the real Vitality quite yet.
Favorites in trouble here in Malta.
Well, that's a brutal way to start the round. Go T-stairs, have that
Krasno.
nade rain over from the A site. Just do like 150 damage for free. And a perfect anti-eco round in the second here.
Yeah, you
Out
take
of
this
the
map
Monty
and you just
squad
move from it.
against the Glocks. Vitality, they at least saved with the goal of bringing the guns out here, so that round was meant to be clean for Monty.
It was supposed to happen.
Exactly, right? Like, it's still, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a good way to talk about this Vitality. But no, I mean, it's sick that we're getting Monty in this form more than anything else. I hope that Vitality can feel a bit more switched on just for the sake of giving us a kind of more competitive series. But if we end up with just Monty coming in, swinging it around, and then ducking out with a Vitality elimination under their belts, that would be pretty cool too.
Bro's position is so powerful, Harry. Look at this. He's already locked down the B side pretty much on his own. Very rarely do you ever see a full cave commitment, which is why you have 3 CTs now who are fully dedicated, or almost fully dedicated, to holding the A side, which, hey, is where Vitality is coming.
Yeah, everything in the right place. Demka will fall immediately, but this is where the layers of support can come through for Monty. ZywOo.
Oh, yeah, it's stuck.
Spinks secure the kills
just
to get
see I love
Vitality into the site.
whoa,
ZywOo
almost
keeps
flick
running
kill.
with the W button pushed down. He'll find another. And for Bro, 1v4. This one ain't happening.
Don't even.
Two players saying they're low, they're low. I'd love to see him just give it a go at this point. They've even got the money to justify a little excursion. Let's see if Apex gives him something to believe in. That's a good kill, but he's still so far away.
Oh, Bro.
Oh, I would have loved to see him just go for damage, man. You could kill 2 more players and get out.
It might be unconfirmed damage. To what extent it's different characters that
I'm definitely calling
in you about that one.
Fight. Yeah.
What Vitality need right now, I mean, doesn't matter, unrelated to the scoreline. They just need a few rounds that feel simple, that feel easy. Like, okay, we're going through the motions of what is it that we're supposed to do. We're finding the entries. The spacing is correct. We have our training positions right and crossed. They just need to feel like the game make sense, which it hasn't really. Their CD set has been suffering almost from start to finish, bar round 5 or 6. From this moment on, it felt like they haven't been allowed to play Counter-Strike because of how strong Monty have been.
Well, you know, I've seen, and Harry, you may have as well, seen a Vitality comeback on Anubis in Malta that no one could possibly imagine would come through.
Yeah.
Last season,
remember that.
14-1 to FaZe. Vitality swap over. They win it in overtime, that too.
Oh, I know the story.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't forget it. So maybe that's what Zonic's telling them right now. Maybe that's what they're trying to remember. Maybe there's something to it. Or am I jumping the gun? Apex isn't. Finds that 5-on-4 in middle. Or has to go back. Or
that's
rallies
information
off
revealed. I'm not sure Vitality was aware of the AWP on Royal's hand, and he decides to shoot through the floor, so that in itself is quite revealing.
They just go A instead. They know they can get util in the Molly and Dark. This is a problem though, because Bro can still get this early flank timing. He knows they're not playing Dark after getting this Molly off. Monty have 3 players on the A site.
Oh, good flash to open, but Demka and Krasnow will deal with the B play. A 2v2 now. ZywOo rooting around through main and Apex in with the backstab out in middle.
For
50
cream
seconds
color
left
Crosshair
to
and
work with here.
Counter-Strike global
ZywOo doesn't
offensive.
have to move just yet. He can lend Apex
Certainly.
a little bit
So
of
is the
time
Fiber
here.
City with plenty
See what his captain can
plenty to
provide.
offer beyond the tourist attractions. Here's a 4-day itinerary that focuses on experiencing local cultures.
To the A side, so well, I'm going to get grabbed. So I can Molly and just go for this. He doesn't even need Apex to play yet.
They're going to have the plant here at bare minimum, and with Apex covering for a little bit later. Now the cross back into the site. He doesn't want to get caught out in the open. So he will go back to
Closer
camera.
for Counter-Strike global offensive.
ZywOo pushing.
With
That kill's free, and now it's just Krasnow on this AWP. Low on health, he tries to skirt on out of there. And so he will look to save Vitality. 6 on the board now. Another one going their way on this A site, and that's another round where they run into the 3-man stack and live to tell the tale.
That's a good save there, because any dead talkers on Vitality will be acknowledging that when ZywOo gets that kill on Warrow with a rifle, like, no, there's an AWP. There's another guy there. They've swapped off.
some cream tones.
There's no way Vitality
Either lavender or
aware
cream.
of that. So 6 rounds T-side, important AWP save, doesn't get to really play the round, and hey, Monty can just throw it around wherever they want and give it a go. Meanwhile, Vitality trying to amass an amount, a seemingly but not quite impossible comeback.
Same
We're getting there right now. I think
but
the 2 versus 2 was well played by Vitality. Apex could have gotten over-eager with his position, and Krasnow was waiting for that long fence from CT1 that could have been a hypothetical. Apex takes his time, they clear the side, Molotov into plant, and then Monty, who had played that relatively passively, don't really have a way back into ZywOo's position is very strong. If he takes for granted that no one is coming from A-man, which he did, that was a correct assumption, and he's in a winning position. So for Vitality, let's be honest, they've lost worse rounds in this game, so I'm not going to go ahead and be too confident about it. There's 1 AWP to handle, but this should just be a day in the office.
Alright, seems pretty lit.
A light bit of business. You would hope.
One thing that I wish that was ported from Valorant to CS was Crosshair. Like you can keep Crosshair profiles.
I'm worried the pressure's too much now. It's been made out like this one's too
I know you can copy
guaranteed.
One is
Crosshairs in
guaranteed.
CS,
If the AWP stays
but
middle,
I'd like the
Vitality will
option to
avoid
just
it.
like
There's no way you
find
they
one
molly it back,
that
so
I
the AWP's
always
gonna run.
use,
Okay, they
But even
have
so,
and then have
it's 5 people
have
with
set
one
profiles
gun.
for like either people's that I
there's
find,
At all.
It's
or
just
for
not,
when
there's
I'm
a smoke down, nothing to see on the cross.
Just use the util.
This round's over.
Util your way to a W, which is what you're supposed to do in rounds like these. Just make sure you close the angle, even if there's an AWP.
Easy.
Possible. That smoke is well towards city spawn, but you have to be careful and you have to be mindful of the timing of the evaporation of that smoke. Don't let Roar find a kill, but this should be one guaranteed for Frenzy.
I want to see if Sage and Cream will be a better tone.
This is a free kill. Step
Which
Bro
tones will be
starting
better
slow.
for
I hate
CSGO?
these.
Sage or Forest Cream?
Oh,
Oh,
thank
what
you,
happened to
Zywoo.
Bro here? Wow, Bro gets the kill.
Nice try.
And
Sphinx.
from that, I want to
Good
see
job, Magisk.
if outline,
And
draw
so that
outline is
there is
necessary.
7 for Vitality.
Because the way I have
Get
it right
through
now,
the
it's
pistol
pretty
stack.
fine. It's a decent crosshair, but I wanted to change it.
Stay in play.
I don't want to
for
keep the one
Monty.
I have right now.
So that's out in the next round for Waro.
The problem is that I find
It's gonna become very important for Flamesy to warm up into
When
the game because
I
we know
find,
his
like,
position as Thibaut
either
Experimental
the
T-side,
outline
the entry, how he's
is
roll for
too
roll for
much-
free, and whenever he got
too much
integrated
of an
into the
outline
lineup, there
for
were
me,
really two
or
maps
it
where I
becomes
thought he was
too
struggling
like I
massively.
need
It's
it.
Vertigo and it's Anubis.
Where
These are
if
two
I
maps
have
where you
outline
can
off,
feel
there will be times where I'm
that he
spraying my
wasn't
crosshair and I don't see
comfortable
my
with the task
crosshair
at hand,
because
mostly
it
on the
just
city
like
side, and
fades
this was
into the
another
background.
sad example of that struggle that he was having. He and
But
Spinks
other
never really got
times,
going
I
on the
feel
city
like
side, and now he
using
seems
an
like he's
outline
suffering from
like
that lack of confidence.
overtakes the
But
actual
I don't
player's
believe there is a
model,
Vitality winning
and
on
it's
the
hard
T-side
to like
without
get an
Flamesy
exact
a
lineup.
little bit more in tune. So
Or is really trying to put this all
I don't know. Outline's probably like the weirdest
use.
option
Only
for
got
me.
to it for a while now.
Like
to
alpha,
see it.
size, thickness, gap. Those four
Go
and
this
color,
far.
like
That's the
fundamentally
question.
like
Sphinx
simple.
nails
But
that.
outline is the one that I have like the
Vitality,
most
they've got
question,
people
like
leaving all of a sudden,
the
right?
most
Couple of rounds out of nowhere.
ifs about.
Orb gone first, and 8 rounds on.
Like you know, I'll go
that's a
from
big
like
mess. And they've even got
That's
Apex
information.
trapped. Yeah, it should be a
small
free kill
thin
here.
gap, because if I'm doing small
Now he's
gap,
here,
if I'm
and
doing
Bro is
thin
making the
crosshairs,
play
I like it to be
really
tighter.
drive home
But if
this
I'm doing
advantage. Bro's
thicker
still
and
committed
bigger
to the push.
crosshairs, I like it to be
Flames
wider.
will get the trade.
So sometimes I'll
Very
do
important kill.
big
Flames,
crosshairs,
who is
small
struggling,
gap,
the
big
fact that he
crosshair, big
finds
gap.
the
Usually
2v2,
mainly like
that
a
could
gap of
be
like 0 or something.
salvation for Vitality,
0
especially
CSGO.
now that Spinks has opened up
But
the
then
B
I'll go
play.
and like do a
Vitality
-3 or a
are
-2
looking for an 8th, and it's just
when I'm
Sundar
doing
Young
small
between them
crosshairs.
and that goal.
But outline is the hard one because I juxtapose between the two. But outline is like adds. I feel like it adds a whole nother dimension to your crosshair. Color, same thing, but
And so Sundar Young, no kit.
oh
limited
shit, he should have
time.
left out. I felt like he should have
Position's
left out with
getting
the
changed for
push, but he
Vitality.
probably
This
would have
is
gone
just
shot
a
up by
dice roll
Spinks.
going
Now
for
he's
this
gonna have
1-2.
to go for
Can
Flames.
isolate fights right now, but he won't get the first shot off. Flamesy puts him to bed. Vitality find an 8th. And maybe, Matthew, a smile creeping onto your face.
we're getting there. The rounds are getting a little bit more calm, less
just
chaotic.
looks like he's
Although
so
I think
pissed.
Flamesy here, huge frag onto Bro. This is how things started as well. Spinks has his name all over it on that one. That kill basically
My
decides
Jewish
the
brother
round,
and
and you
brother.
can see I even caught the reaction, the physical reaction from SDY when the bomb went down. He realized he had a little sigh of, damn it, damn it, they smoked the only angle I was coming from, and immediately going for the plan. But Waro still has an AWP, and that's not something Apex expects. 19th death on the trot. A special Apex, of course, we know how he likes to put his life on the line when he plays Counter-Strike. And it's a difficult round to manage if you're Vitality. There's full Kevlar, full augmented pistols as well, and AWP at that. And now we're 4v5.
The grouping for the A play here is huge. Matt Orp has rotated around to A on Waro, and Monty have a very heavy lean towards this B site. So one man inside of A, it's Demka, and he's having a great game. But close to the smoke, he will be tested here. Monty just re-aggroed B. They just got the info. And so they're rotating around now. They're fully gambling to this. They're going to over-rotate towards A. But these rotations won't get here in time. The 4v4 maybe entices them to hang around and just see if they're given a reason to go for this. Assemble a boost, try little gimmicky plays to tip the scales in your favor. Will they get delivered? That kill that brings them in. 4v3. Bro gives them that option to go for this retake.
I didn't know
Flash
that
out,
really
the push through camera, flames in the sight, supported by Spinks, second man up in
World
the
gets
heavens.
nice
That orb
big
plays its
balls like
hand,
that,
but
just
Flames,
changes
head on
the
a
whole
swivel, answers back with 2. And so Vitality keep that round in check. Monty were believing that 1 kill entices them in, but it's not enough to win them the round.
Flames is waking up, and that's a good sign here for Vitality. Another multi-kill and another round-winning couple of kills there. Very quick flicks back to heaven. That's the adjustment that stops Warrior from trading. And with that trade, maybe there's a round for Monty. Not today, Matthew.
No, and he looked overwhelmed for a second or two. I think he himself realized he was not holding the right angle, so he could hear the CT starting to retake from a left-hand side, probably warning Spinks, like, listen, they're coming to the left. I don't have an eyes on them, but instead of panicking, he very cleverly repositions, slides back, frog slide towards the left-hand side and finds the first kill, and then punishes War with the AWP towards heaven. These are rounds that activate
65
View for Flames. It's a very, very important awakening that we're witnessing here, a 4v5 as well. And you were mentioning it, Harry, Vitality finally having a good rhythm to their decision making. They execute onto the A side a few seconds after the information gathering from Monty. And 9-13. Are we having a game on our hands?
Seems like we may be. 5 rounds in a row. And this huge scoreline for Monty evaporated in front of our very eyes. Demka had a fantastic T side, but he's going to need to bring that into the defense as well. Roro finds a first kill. Monty 5v4. If Vitality just go back into this A execute, it could be a repeat of the previous round.
Yeah, but this time Roro changes his path. After that first kill, last round, he went on to reinforce the B side. This time, he changes his course. Now he's set onto heaven, and Vitality do not look like they have made up their mind. They still have Flames who's covering B, opening that as an avenue of possibility. In fact, it looks to me like B side is going to be the point of attack.
So we've got for us here in the face.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
No bait, no switch, just the kills, and he takes 1.
Really good gap timing.
Re-aggro mid was nice and can flank this B side when this hit eventually comes through. It's delayed by the utility. Apex gets shot in the back of the bomb. Is loose. Young won't hold on to that, but he has all the info to send his merry men to surround that B bomb site. Vitality are not getting through this round. Flames, he may have warmed up, but it's time to extinguish as Monty look for 14.
Yeah, Flames is so dead here. Waro bearing down upon him with the orb. Young was flanking, as you highlighted earlier. He was screwed. Vitality, it's starting to dawn on them that even though they were finding their footing here, they 5 in a row, couple of key players getting switched online. Monty was so close to the win. All it would take is 1 or 2 rounds to potentially throw you off course here.
Vitality redeemed their buffer. They've still got opportunity to close it in regulation. It's a reality check.
Yes.
But it's not over.
They have to be a little bit more careful about Woro. That's now back-to-back rounds where he finds a very generous opening kill, one towards middle, one towards the B side, of course, B lane, and then Magisk and Zaiwu a little bit disconnected, disjointed when they are taking that cave. Even though Zaiwu finds the first one, Magisk is not in a position to trade at all, and SDY has the right read. Ooh, this could have been another one of these openings we were talking about.
Zaiwu wanted to go through that. Oh, it is another opener for Waro. It is another opener secured from Waro 2K. Across the last 3 rounds, he's had 3 openers. And so another 5v4 delivered to Monty from this AWP.
Oh my god, he's so audacious.
Oh, Zaiwu just got perfect naded down in Canal. Vitality, this is really worrisome. Their util is 1 smoke, 2 flashes now. Magisk finds a second.
No at all
They're
aggression.
also a man down.
No real
very little map control.
Anywhere.
The only
no
real
map.
estate they really have is over here in middle,
for.
so they're going to try and work with that.
All for mid.
But in doing so, they just might run into this hold from Young, waiting back. Magisk is going to try feign the B play if he could get a kill. would at least keep the attention on B. Sundai Young, awkward reposition. Now the split through camera. Demka with the first kill, playing behind the smoke. He's trying to dodge capture. Demka on a tear. Second kill in the round. Flames will trade him. The plant will come through. They won't be able to stop this in time. Flames a second chance, a shot for redemption. Flames, he's in with another. Dancing through, has support from Magisk back at main. Flames dead, but Magisk will prevail. Him and Flames keep Vitality in this game for one round more.
Dude, that's magic right there from Vitality. The team play is perfect. Magisk faking B from Dark, makes Sundai Young reposition. He looks silly. He's looking at his mini-map. He's figuring out whether he needs to rotate, caught for a free kill, and then later in the round, Magisk throws a perfect flash as I think it was Krasnov jumps out from heaven. He wants to stop Flames off the plant. He can't. He's blind. He hides behind Cake and gives Flames a second to get off that bomb, isolate a kill, and they go on to close a 2v4. That is a robbery for Vitality. They are still in this game.
I like the one tone right now.
Or are they?
Looks like it's
Demke still is as well. That's kill number 27. You were right. SDY with a little bit of a yellow card mistake right there. As the anchor, you are not allowed to leave your position. It doesn't matter if Magisk is showing a little bit of activity on the B side with 20 seconds left. This was all a ruse. But look at what Vitality is doing right now. Even off the back of that early death, they keep track towards the A side. And Demke has called off any sort of rotation. He's playing completely alone. Are they gonna... Wait, hold on. They're walking in their own Molotov. Let's be careful with that. A little bit of a boost. He's gonna hear it. He's gonna hear it.
Yeah, that's a nice play for ZywOo.
This was such a sick bait move out of Vitality. I'm really assuming that's what it is. They throw that full exec into main when they already have the space, and then they boost over the top of it. So it feels like a bait to me, knowing that that's going to get a reaction out of the A player. Damn, that was so cool. Like, knowing that that would draw attention to main, something would happen just to try and taper that aggression. When you hear that util coming in, normally it means they're trying to take stage one of that like main cave
See what
control.
time Spinks looks around
the A
and
main
decides
control.
check for B main,
and then from
he's
there,
about
you
to
know,
get,
they're gonna throw the util and actually exec into the side.
Caught.
So for Demka, it like throws all of his timings off of where they can be. The fact that they already have the boost assembled as he goes to lob his util into main basically serves him up on a silver platter to Vitality. That was sick. That was a really nice idea.
Vitality cannot afford, or rather don't have the positions to chase or to hunt these weapons, which is something that Monty did beautifully on their T side, right? They never really allowed Vitality to save guns here.
Nice, just waiting for the round
feels
to
eternal
finish.
in this game. The AWP has never really disappeared. It is immaterial. It is there and nowhere. It's Schrodinger's AWP. It's always here.
Yeah, I wonder if
Vitality
Spinks gives the call that they didn't see it.
Don't want it, not interested.
I'm sure he does tell them that they did, or like that they have the potential around it.
On this T side, one
I don't
slip
think he's
up,
that
but they got back on their feet. 11 to 14 and 2 pistols, bunch of util, yes the orb, but no guarantees for Monty.
Where is Aurora right now?
Double A1S
B main.
And see how much different it is.
He's
You
already
can
gotten
force
a couple
around it
times. I
because
believe
you
at
don't
least
gotta
once
force
onto
for
Spix
the
early on.
A4 inside the A1.
And Vitality
Wow,
just
how
going through
much
the motion of the normal
economy
map
plays a role
control.
into this game when you have actually different assault rifles.
Aurora is going to be in the right position.
I mean, Monty have no one on A. All the guns are B and mid. Ooh, be careful. So if you're even able to withstand the first few players here for Monty, if you're able to trade this evenly, you could be onto a winner. And the fact that Waro gets out with the opener, 2 kills from Magisk in reply, but Demka's already dropped through the mid window. This M4 is here making a play.
Spinks doesn't know, Apex doesn't know, we fucking win, let's go to 15, get the fuck off this map. Again, my whole thing with Vitality, get some rounds in this half so that you at least have some energy, some momentum, some thing shit. I think
that his teammates will capitalize
the feeling in the
on
first half on CT side, just getting your shit rocked compared to now. A few players are getting into the game, you know, starting to have a bit more motivation, you know, starting to feel the emotion. And I mean, even if you're still losing,
but winning the round,
you know,
not what you can expect of him. He's done it for
positive
Monty,
note rather
and he's
than
been
what
left
you
alone
left
on that
off
A site
with
so
on
many
the first
rounds
half
while
on CT
Vitality go
side.
for B, and he's been forced to save.
So it's a lot better.
not been able to have the impact here on CT side, but that's
to
more
kind of
like
go into
it.
the break
Yeah, excellent
with
flank.
this,
And you'd have
with
to
these
imagine
rounds
Monty have crafted chaos just so that Dem could actually find that kind of timing. And you have to think that it must have been very hectic on Vitality's comms for them not to realize or not to hear that information, but just knew. Majestic POV knew that there was someone else in cave that could have been ready to fight, but because there's fights happening left, right, front, and center, SDY is even coming in from behind. He is killing Apex from the T-spawn position, so I can imagine people are shouting around on the TeamSpeak, and Demke uses that moment to strike, and he finds two completely unsuspecting players, and he's finally put down after having a blinder of a game. 30 kills already.
That was a weird one. He walked into that angle before the flash came. Sure, maybe you're trying to get close to flash and swing stairs, but Vitality were already up and over. They're already wide. Sundar Young, playing ahead of this Utah. I love the move, and he's going to catch flames. He's jumping in, back turn from a flash. Easy opener.
And Matches drops out.
Oh, he has no idea where he is.
So
blinded by that reflash.
The
Vitality will get the space. There's two more CTs in position, though. Don't get ahead of yourself. They hear the burn, but they don't know Krasnal's close. ZywOo falls as well, and maybe this map in the back pocket of Monty after all. They'll make it so. Vitality have to fall back to their 17-win streak on Nuke, as this first one goes the way of Monty, looking to edge out here in the quarterfinals.
Okay. I don't think there's the second match going on. I think it's just the one stream. Okay. We're gonna see what these Crosshairs do. These Crosshairs do. I just don't know what to do because CS2 takes a lot off of my PC. Why? Maybe there's another update going on. Or am I just not connected? Okay, let's go. Ancient for now.
We kill them, and then we go home.
All right, it's time for us to get the show on the road. By show, I mean, of course, after the first map of this series, I'm going to be putting two brains to the test. I've got some of the best. We've got Janko Paunovic and Chad Burchill for a game of Were You Paying Attention? Question I can pose to you guys at home as well. Were you paying attention? So how many of these questions could you answer? I have 11 questions on my card. I've scrolled it down in my chicken scratch. And I'm hoping that you guys have got 11 questions. 11.
I don't know if I was paying enough attention because Alex was paying attention to a lot of details. He was even asking for statistics.
I want to.
Alright, so we're saying
tell you a secret. Yeah. I actually wasn't really paying attention to
B
much. I was
for Cream at 200, G at 240,
Look, okay, I know students learn in different ways.
and Red at 255, and Quater 5. Hey, that's a pretty nice cream tone.
Who got the first pistol round? That's a Janko.
Monty.
Very nice. Yeah, it was a 5v3 Sphinx. Got those opening kills and then lost the round. Up next, this round, with Apex getting his first frag. Tough one, I know. I'm a tough one. Going down to 4. Oh, so close. Do I pass it over?
Yeah, give him a crack.
5th.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I realised so.
No, it's alright, it's alright. It was a 3-0 start, and then the first round for Vitality came on round 4, so I thought maybe he got the kill on round 4. That was my deduction.
Okay, nice. Well, point to Janko. So, 2-0. Who won the first clutch of the game? Chatty.
Zywoo.
Nice. Yeah, round 6. Zywoo got that little
The
USP. Yeah, that was a weird one.
Well, not like that at all. It was more like this.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. He had an AWP on his back the whole time. Next question. Who is the mid players in the Vitality CT setup? I'll take 2 names. Chad.
Apex.
Yeah. And sometimes on a rifle.
Sometimes on a rifle.
Maybe that, to be fair, this is maybe, I'm being stupid, am I?
It's okay, no, it's fine.
It's Apex, I just saw Zywoo there alone.
Yeah, well, he's the well, I would have said.
You would have.
Yeah,
I was giving you the point.
I would have said
Yeah,
that.
and I think the question master might have given that one a little bit. So we'll
I think it's just enough off color to. Oh yeah, you guys are like suffering because of it.
That's what they say. Up next.
I just don't know.
What was the map?
Sorry, I thought there was more. I thought there was more.
Anubis. Anubis. Were you paying attention? Did you get that one right? Next one, it gets harder, I promise. Okay. Here it is. Who picked it?
Monty.
Nice. Okay, points Burchill. This one gets harder now. 1x bet odds at the start of the game.
Oh, come on
yeah,
now.
No, because I know you weren't paying attention. I know you weren't.
Okay.
But it was crazy. It was crazy.
In their, well, I guess it was in their favor.
So, like, what for who? Well, I'll just give it like an approach. I think it was maybe 115 for Vitality, 285 for Monty.
Okay.
I was gonna say something like 120 and 250 or something like that.
Check this out. It was 109 to 734.
Bloody Nora, we should have been paying attention.
I was closer, my point.
Yeah, we'll give it to Janko.
We'll give it to Janko. It does get closer. Air Force, aim high MVP of the map.
Demka has to be.
It had to be. It was a monster right there. What do you know? Over 30 kills at the end of things.
Find out.
So much impact.
It was at least 30.
30 on the nose. All right. Well, the opening jewels, he can work on that. Warro was doing all the opening jewels.
That is how I want to
I wonder why it's always up to 60.
It was funny in the last round. He was mostly doing it to Apex, and then there's Zywoo there waiting. Demka has 30 kills, swings, boom, blown off by Zywoo.
He is great.
This is one of the classic Demka performances, though, right? I think each and every individual in this Monty role, they can pop off, but this is Demka's map, right? Warro was having a good game as well. But that first half, quite easy for them. 11-4, you're going to be very, very happy with that. But I was getting flashbacks from last season. From that was not to be this time round.
It was
Maybe style 2 might be best.
20 kills
or 6.
The
The sticks still work.
The rest of their team had. They were doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, so it's like mild movement, style 2.
Yeah, and speaking of
So it's literally just style 2.
Yeah, that was a little bit frustrating that they snatched that one away because they were just walked into Crosshair, bang, bang, beautiful shooting from Justin.
There and say, oh, triangle actually, and now Bro just
and Harry in the cast at the time is like, come on, Flames. And yeah.
questions.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, spraying is going to take some time.
Let's say round number 8.
Closest win. 21.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
holy shit, the stream is so
It's
fucked.
very close. So, last question.
I just don't get why.
7 for 2.
I get that it's GPU intensive, but like, bro.
It's right down the middle. Yanko will take it with a 1-point lead.
Congratulations.
I said it with conviction, man. Let me just say it.
Yeah, you won.
That's right. It's the game where the points don't matter, but the answers do. I hope you've been paying attention at home because that's all from us here. Now, up next is Nuke. And before we go, looking at you both, I guess we could do some analysis. Is there anything you want to say? Nuke's coming up next. This is your chance.
It kind of looks fake.
Vitality are warmed up. They're bouncing back. We're going to 3.
Yes, Yanko agrees. Yanko agrees, and so we're heading over to Freya as the boys have been in the lab.
And there is a good reason that Chad is saying that, because currently Vitality on a 17-map win streak on Nuke. So if you guys at home want to start building a little bit of a streak of your own, here's 3 pieces of utility, or smokes rather, that you absolutely need to know, Connor.
Yeah, Moses and Henry have been deep in the lab at the moment.
Yeah.
And so we've got
So take
three
it with a pinch of salt.
different
This is
types.
kind of our own creation.
So this is 2 that, you know, exist and we obviously will be wanting to see played out, but then you've actually invented one of your own.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
We're going to start from the beginning, maybe a basic smoke
okay.
wall. This is for you.
Yeah, the old classic.
Introductory smoke
Traditional
wall.
wall of smokes outside. You don't see it too often these days in modern play, but it's the old classic as you know and love. You've got my piecing is Jason will throw them, and it's going to be the outside wall of smokes. You've got the first smoke, second and third, allowing your team to cross over. The problem is in CS2, of course, right now we need to consider the grenades as you cross.
Wow, so it's like as soon as I even start like playing the game, my encoding just overloads. Nigga, what the
If
fuck?
you want to play along at home, you can get some friends to drop a couple of smoke grenades. You aim at this little light. You're kind of centered on this little yellow line here, and nice little jump throw. Nice little forward walking jump throw, and then you aim down here and a forward walking jump throw again, and that's going to set up the smoke wall you normally see in pro play these days. That one's gone a little bit deep. Forgive me for that one.
I mean, it still kind of works. We've got a gap in the middle as well, Jason. We did so well in the practice, but as you can see, that's how it would look, the L block, and it normally takes 3 smokes, especially in CSGO. Now, Freya.
If I could add first, that's the only one, Henry, that I was not able to clearly blow away all of the smoke coverage with a single frag grenade. Yes, I could blow up front main smoke, but every time it would still leave the secret entrance smoked off. So you're guaranteed half that cross if you're using 3 smokes.
Now, this is the money shot. This is the moment everyone's been waiting for.
This is what we've been in the lab for all day.
Jason and I have been working on something quite special. We're calling them the Henry G smokes between us, so as a collaboration.
Yeah,
but it's the same
colloquial name.
Same philosophy, same approach, but with 2 smokes instead. Now, this is quite experimental. It's never been done before on live TV, but...
Don't try it at home.
So, we're throwing from the first window here, in the middle, jump throw. Third window, top right, running jump throw. And the idea is here that we have the same coverage, the same smokes, but with just 2. You can see we have a complete cover here with 2 smokes, and honestly, I think this
right on the corner when you're running around
this
as well.
might actually be meta-defining gameplay for myself here. 2 smokes required, and you actually have the third for lower. Connor, like, does that kind of? It might not be as good as the 3 smoke setup, but maybe
again,
still effective.
If you were to nade the center of that, you're still getting, I would say, about 75% of the secret smoke dissipated. However, there is still some remnants to it. It's not nearly as clean.
That's a good talking point for CS2 in general, though, because you're not just going to be throwing your HE grenade willy-nilly at the start of the round, trying to go for damage. You're holding onto it, right, for this particular moment.
Well, for these particular moments, and again, I think I was talking to Alexi B, or somebody was not long ago, and he said that he expects frag grenades in the long run to be held onto for post-plants.
Absolutely.
Because how many people are going to stick a smoke when all of a sudden a frag ruins your day?
If we just go on my POV once again, I'm just going to just talk you through exactly how I did that. So you're running into this corner until you're stuck in there till you can't move, just like that. Then, normal jump throw in the middle of the first window. Running jump throw, top right the third. And then it's the Henry G execution. Put it on YouTube, clip it.
And yeah, you'll have...
Flip it, ship it, take all my engagement.
Exactly. Look at all that. This is going to be something quite spicy. What do you think, Freya?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
We
meta-defining,
came up with this just now. We were going to come up with the traditional smokes.
How many failed smoke lineups did it take to actually find this, or was this, you know, just
I mean, we
stars?
gave ourselves a conservative, 10 minutes to get prepared for this segment?
Yeah.
I think we've done pretty well. We brought
Pretty darn good for 10
brought the
minutes.
traditional information and the kind of experimental
Imagine
tactics
if you had
as well.
a whole hour.
I know.
The whole
Imagine.
meta would be redefined.
It took me way less time to find the frags to open them, though. I will say that part was, you know, I think everybody's got to get out there, start practicing their smoke dissipating tactics.
Absolutely, that's a very good point. I think we could do this for every map, boys. We started on Nuke. Why stop here? Let's just do. Let's do.
Let's stick in. We can even go back to Anubis. We just saw that being played. Vitality's obviously getting
What's the third map of the series?
Third map is.
It is better to look forward than look backwards.
Right. That's what we did now.
That's a good point.
A cheeky Mirage. It is Mirage. Yeah.
Put you on the spot, didn't I?
Wasn't a very confident Mirage. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Are you more confident as a a fellow Vitality stan, Connor, coming onto Nuke? Makes sense to be a bit more confident.
You are right, Freya. Yeah. But you know, maybe Maniac can help reassure you in that department. I think I'm here for the upset.
You want to see money go all the way?
Yeah, here for the chaos.
It's it's the last CSGO event. Let's get weird.
Let's get crazy. Let's see if money can do it. We're gonna go to a break, then we come back with Nuke, see if they can end Vitality's 7-map win streak, no less. After this.
He's got a chance in this one.
Okay, I'm gonna try some new video settings. I just want to see if it'll work in cohesion with CS2, but I'm gonna have to stop the stream for like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. It'll be back. Are we going just running back?